Oh. Cute, no?
There, but just a beautiful piece from Hannah. Hannah, thank you so much for that. Robert Spencer, 100 years old. I feel like he'll be back next year, Hannah, and I gotta say, he's a bit of a flirt, which might be part of the reason we love him. So, Mr. Spencer, if you're watching, hope you're here next year and stay well until then. Second World War veterans are on average 95 years old, but they are tough.
Spanish flu epidemic was coming to an end. And this year, despite the COVID-19 pandemic, we have ensured that the chain of remembrance, 100-year chain of remembrance, is not broken. We stand here on behalf of all Toronto residents to continue the act of remembrance and to let our fallen heroes know that nothing will stop us from remembering them.
CB24's Ji-Yan Lee joins us now live from the cenotaph at Old City Hall. And G, a very different day to remember today.
A very different day, but people are still remembering those who have served this country for our rights and freedom. You can see a young couple right now. They just pulled up and they laid down a small wreath and placed their poppies as well by the cenotaph here. So people are stopping by and paying their respects. But yes, a very different ceremony this year. It was invite only, but yet there were several people who did show up. The roads were closed off during this ceremony, which got underway at 10:55 this morning. And nonetheless, though, quite a few people showed up. They did their best to practice physical distancing. They all wanted to come and just pay their respects and remember those who have fallen and for our freedom. We had a chance to speak with a musician who served in the military. Here's what he had to say.
I'm the flight major with the 48 Highlanders in Toronto here. I've been with them since 1981 when I was a boy. I've traditionally played this service now for close to 10 years, and I've served as a musician in the CF for that entire time. Now I'm in charge of the band, so we have a lot of pipers out usually doing these things. This year most of them were virtual, recorded. This is one of the only ones that were in person today.
And today actually marks 100 years of remembrance. The very first Remembrance Day ceremony for Toronto took place back in 1920. So there was a small turnout, people who did come, even though it was invite only. And Mayor John Tory said it best. He said, you know, for such a large city, a busy city, even here right now, Steph, it's so noisy. But once that moment of silence took, everyone stood still, construction stopped, even the construction workers stopped for that moment to pay their respects. We'll send it back to you.
Okay, G, thank you. Well, ceremony to honor Canada's veterans also held at Queen's Park this morning. Premier Doug Ford taking part, as well as Ontario Lieutenant Governor Elizabeth Dowdeswell. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his wife, Sophie Gregoire Trudeau, visited the National War Memorial in Ottawa. They met with veterans and military members at this year's scaled-back service in honor of Canada's fallen soldiers. The Trudeaus laid a wreath together at the memorial. This year's Silver Cross mother, Debbie Sullivan of New Brunswick, also laid a wreath. She represents all families who have lost loved ones in their service to their country. Sullivan's son died 16 years ago in a Navy ship fire. Governor General Julie Payette also laid a wreath at the ceremony. About 100 people attended the somber service compared to roughly 30,000 people who attended last year. A moment of silence was observed in memory of those who fought for their country before a performance of O Canada. The 375 veterans at Sunnybrook are marking Remembrance Day indoors this year. Veterans Center residents watched from their windows as a bagpiper walked around the building, played in honor of their service and in remembrance of those who died. A ceremony ceremony was also held and pre-recorded for veterans to watch in their rooms and for families and staff to watch, courtesy of Omni TV. They will pin their poppies on wreaths, which have been placed in each unit. The wreaths will then be taken outside to the private gardens and the cenotaph in the coming days. Let's go live now to CB24's Brandy Gomez at Sunnybrook Veterans Center. Always such an emotional day there today on this Remembrance Day.
It really is. Yeah, it really is, Steph. And you know, today was just the same. In fact, I want to talk about a touching moment that took place just a few hours ago, and that's when the bagpipers started playing.
I'm going to work now. It's really good weather here. Dundas West. So the sun is shining so bright. But it's quite busy. And it's November 11. We're celebrating Remembrance Day in honor to those who are fallen soldiers during World War II. So it's quite busy today. This is the location of my property. And now I'm here at the Dundas West Station, subway station. I'm waiting for the bus 30A to Kingsway. Oh my god, look at my hair, it's nervous. Oh my god, it's going to show you something. That's the electric car. Okay guys, I'm here now at Dundas West subway station. So I'm waiting for the bus. Ang dami-dami pong pasahero. Nag-aantay sila ng bus. As in. Good thing is malapit lang yung apartment ko dito. So hindi hassle for me to wait for the bus, especially commuting. So, the one there, punta siya sa Dundas, downtown. Ayan. Yan guys, yung place na kung saan ako nakatira. That apartment. But I'm moving soon, so I'm gonna miss this place. It's very accessible. Ganyan po siya. Ganyan ang subway station dito sa Canada. Malinis naman. Hindi lang masyadong malinis, siguro hindi pa na kapaglinis si Manong, no? Karamihan po yung nag-work dito, mga Pilipino. So, I'm gonna show you something there. Yeah. People are waiting.